Jessika Power from Married at First Sight. God, she's the big news at the moment on the show, right, Jackie?
Yeah. Hey, Jess, we
Hey,
watched last night's
Jessika.
episode with you and Dan sneaking off and having a
when
kiss.
you guys were getting all wet together in the back alley.
Hi guys, yeah,
Hey.
far out. That was really conflicting to watch back, wasn't it?
Was it?
For me,
Well,
really.
it's funny because we were just saying before we had James Weir come in to recap, and we were saying how we're now becoming desensitized to the fact that couples are cheating. And when we watched you last night with Dan, I think a lot of people are like, do you know what? These guys
Yeah.
seem like a better match.
Yeah, look, I understand your first husband. He was nice enough, but
Not right
you
for
two
you.
weren't
Yeah.
right together. He's like too Banjo Patterson-y, and you're too, city girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, we got along really well at the start. We had really great banter, but you guys see what he said about my family.
Yeah.
The second he sort of did that, I was just like, I couldn't even look at you. But there was actually worse things he said to me in that fight that weren't shown on camera because they were so derogatory and they had things to do with brothels and things like that.
Brothels? Oh, what's the brothel story?
Well, so because we'd slept together once, and I wouldn't sleep with him again after he'd broken my trust.
Yeah.
He said to me that he was as tall as a Roman sandal, and he was that close to going to a brothel. And then when I said, "Why would you do that for?" he goes, "You walk around in your short shorts and your top with no bra on. Of course, I'm going to be like, big dog's got to eat."
Oh, God, he's one of those.
Oh, big dog's got to eat.
Big dog's got to eat.
Yeah,
Just
basically
imagine.
was, you know,
And what was he like as a root? Was he a good root or not a good root?
I actually said to him after, "How's that for you? Because that was not good for me."
Oh.
And what did he
ultimate
say?
diss.
He just sort of was like, "Are you serious?" But look, it was something that was sort of, it wasn't. I'm not saying I was pressured into it, but it was something that was always a conversation. It was always a topic.
Yeah, you thought, I'll let him have a crack.
I really did like him. He was great. He was a really funny guy. And
He
we got
was.
along. So I thought maybe this is that the little spark that we need to like try and have that romance, but it just wasn't there.
You weren't into it.
He just wasn't. No.
Yeah, he's not your
You
type
weren't
of lover.
compatible in the bedroom. You didn't like the same things, I'm assuming.
Did you not put the big effort in though?
Definitely not.
Was that your? You didn't put the effort in. Like you didn't.
Yeah,
give,
well, that's
give it
the.
a go, or you were just
it
like.
sounds like it might have been him not putting
Oh
any effort.
no, it was Look, I do. I'm a big talker and everything. So and Mick is sort of like the type of guy that's like, well, you should know how I feel by my body language. So I was always like, I don't have an international body language guide to know what's going on in your head, mate.
So was it awkward
yeah,
sex, or was it nice, just not great?
Oh, it was nice, but it wasn't great.
Right. So he did an all right job, and obviously you put in 110%.
And then how does Dan compare?
In bed.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Bet you that
I guess
bastard
only
tears
seen
it
us
up.
kiss yet, right?
Tears it
What's
up, right?
that?
You guys have only seen us kiss yet, right?
You've only seen
Yeah,
the kiss,
we
but
know.
we all know what's
We
going to happen.
know.
Like if you rooted the other bloke, you're
Dan,
definitely
he's
going to.
got
Oh, of course.
boxes in everything
Yeah.
in life, like everything. Dan, yeah, he's everything. We're compatible in every single way.
Wow, is that right? I knew it. See, I told you.
Yeah, you
Jackie.
could tell just from the kiss that you guys were going to be compatible in that way as well.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he walked in, I actually sat there at the table and I was like, is this an absolute stitch up? Because he's everything that I asked for in the experts, right down to the fact that he has a child and is from the Gold Coast.
Oh, really?
Did you actually specifically
Yeah.
say you'd like a guy from the Gold Coast who has a child?
No, yeah. Basically, I think it's an attractive quality that if someone's a father, because you can see what type of father figure they'd be in the future. And I said I'm moving to the Gold Coast to be with my family in the next year, so I would prefer somebody over east.
How about
Right.
that?
And then I said I like tattoos, tan. He's
Tick,
really
tick.
motivated.
Totally.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
That is a stitch up, man. You guys should have
Isn't that
been
a
matched.
deal? Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to happen that way,
Yeah.
I reckon. Now, what about the other bloke that you were going to try and throw a leg over, but then he pretended that he wasn't interested?
Nick.
Hey, what, as if that guy wasn't interested. That's just not true.
So Nick, no. So what that conversation was actually pushed quite a bit by producers. We always had really fun banter back and forth. We always got along. Like he was always quite flirty and I was always quite flirty, but it was never like. The conversation was just actually generally for me to pull him out and just see how he was going
Right.
with Tyrell and Martha and that. And then the conversation was pushed. We don't ever get told what to do ever.
Yeah.
But it was sort of like, why don't you guys talk about this topic?
Right, I see.
and
Right,
yeah.
I get it. And what about
Yeah,
we
and
saw
so the way that
we saw photos of you and Eden from Love Island. Now you guys had sex too, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, so
What?
Eden and I, so Eden and I, we good friends. Like, so he's friends with my brother
Yeah.
and my brother's housemate, and we were both attending an event the weekend in Melbourne.
Yeah.
We all went out for dinner, and and then he and I took a photo together. There was like 13 or 20 of us there, but because he and I take a photo, so all of a sudden we're together.
Everyone assumes, because you guys look like a good couple as well.
Yeah, Eden's a really great guy. He's really lovely. He's funny, but like he's one of my brother's mates, you know.
Yeah, you can't be, and your brother wouldn't allow that. We've had your brother on. We love your brother. He's good.
I love him. Yeah, he's awesome.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, I know, but how's he just like steals my thunder? Like, no worries, I'll film for 3 months and I'll post all the emotional bashing.
I know, it's crazy.
Can I ask
That's
you,
great.
on the show, obviously we've only up to the part where you and Dan are just kissed and you look like you're a good match.
Yes.
And you're still together with him. We've seen pictures of you just the other day on the beach hanging out.
Yes.
So are you allowed to, on this show, actually partner swap and go, I don't want my current partner and we want each other. Can we marry each other? Is that allowed?
That is allowed. I'm not going to say whether or not that happens, but
It is allowed.
please keep watching.
Okay, because we haven't seen that before. So
No.
would be interesting if
No,
you
but
guys
it is allowed.
But it's real
Basically
life.
what you
But
know?
do you just stay together or do you have to actually have a wedding ceremony again?
No, what I think happens
Yeah.
is you have to basically present a case to the experts as to why you think that you deserve to stay in this experiment, because partner swapping or re-entering an experiment together would shake, I guess, Married at First Sight's history. You know,
right, yeah.
that's not going to make it Married at First Sight anymore, is it?
Married at Second Sight.
Yeah, married at
Married later on.
Yeah, married at second sight. But then there's things like final vows at the end of the season and things like that I guess would be done with a partner if you decided to swap in the experiment.
Oh, I
Got
see.
ya. Hey, now one more thing about your brother Reese. Martha,
Yeah.
you know Martha on the show? Yeah, the hottie.
Yeah.
She's
the-
her best friend
One
on
of
the
my
show.
really good girlfriends.
Yeah, like she's
Yeah.
great. Like she's hot.
Yeah.
Is she rooting your brother? Is that what's going on?
No.
Come
No,
on.
definitely not. So they both, no, honestly,
did it once,
both
though,
attended
right?
An event, they both attended an event that I was supposed to be at. Reese was actually my +1.
Yeah, but they hooked up though. I've heard they've hooked up
obviously.
by a good source.
No, definitely not. They definitely have not hooked up.
Maybe you need to
She's
talk
still
to your
with
brother.
Michael. She's still with Michael.
Maybe he's keeping it
How
on the
do
quiet.
you know? Where's your information
Don't
coming
worry about
from?
where I get my information
Well,
from,
it sounds
Jackie.
a bit
I
loose.
spoke to Martha yesterday because I was getting quite a few messages, people saying, is Martha and your brother together?
Yeah.
And I gave Martha a ring yesterday and I said, what's going on with you? And she goes, babe, honestly, why would you even ask me that? So she's still with Michael. So
Okay.
Reese, and Reese has probably got, I don't know, some string of girls along.
Oh, Reese,
along
that
with
guy'd
him.
be banging him away with a stick. That bloke, he's got women
He's got
everywhere.
a graveyard full of ex-girlfriends.
Yeah.
I bet he does.
Oh, God.
All right, Jess. Well, thanks for talking to us.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
going to have to
keep
wait till
watching.
Sunday night to see what happens. 7:00 on Channel 9.
Thanks, hon. Nice
Thanks.
chat. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. Well,
good.
it does happen. It should happen on TV like real life. You get married and 1 week later you go, screw that, I want the bloke next door.
Yeah, because that's happening to all of us in
That
real
happens
life.
all, especially in your suburb.
Yeah, it
Over there
does.
in the eastern suburbs, there's whole parties where they're just swapping each other.